Hi, you want to design your game, but your art looks horrible and unprofessional. Stop creating bad art for your game by learning these game design tips. Number 1. Start looking for inspiration. For example, game for kids, puzzle game, card game, etc. You can check out these platforms, Pinterest, Behance, and other, if you need some quick inspiration before designing the main characters and assets. Don't copy any of these games. Use this kind of design only as an inspiration. Number 2. Improve your drawing skills. Look for some great examples of sketches and study their basic shapes and features. Try to define the proportions and basic shapes of the characters, for example. Or, if your main goal isn't character design, try to switch your focus to game assets, like coins, diamonds, chests, and anything else that can be a game object. Not to mention that you can also design elements that are in the background of the game, like trees, mountains, hills, or anything that makes the game look more polished. You can also add visual effects to make the game look more exciting and enjoyable for playing. But make sure to improve your drawing skills. Watch some tutorials, try to draw with your pencil, and practice some basic shapes and skills. Try to draw some objects around you, and that's how you improve your skills. You will never improve your skills simply by scribbling from your head, so make sure to have a reference while drawing. I am primarily using Procreate. This app is only for iPad and Apple operating systems. It offers lots of amazing features that can make your digital art look like a masterpiece. These are some basic things that I use when making digital art in Procreate. If you're not an Apple user, then look for some alternatives instead. For example, Autodesk Sketch is the app that I use on my Android smartphone. Number 3. Choose your software. There are tons of software options, and instead of paying subscription, I would recommend you to choose this free software for design. Krita for digital art and painting, and also some simple animation features. And Affinity, along with Inkscape, for vector design, especially if your design needs to be scaled. Try to make your UI elements, buttons, labels, icons, etc. in this software because you would likely need to scale them for all screen sizes, and a raster game UI would feel blurry on a large screen, and you would likely want to avoid it. Number 4. Define the game layout, UI, player, enemy, collectible items, and many other stuff that can make your game stand out. As you can see, I have made some game design elements like characters, sprite sheets, and some simple items. These are some 2D assets. I also make 3D assets. So, I made those pickups simply by adding simple geometry shapes. And you can also make your own 3D game assets by adding the most basic shapes, like cubes, for example, and adding subdivision surface. And I forgot to mention, the software is called Blender. It's a free open source program for 3D modeling, rendering, and animation. All the stuff that you need for a 3D project. Okay, these are just some basic steps for how to design your game before bringing it to life in a game engine, such as Godot, Unity, Unreal, or any other engine that you can use. In the next video, we will focus about sketching and brainstorming the game before we can make our game playable and exciting. So, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you have any questions and want to share your own game ideas, feel free to comment. Or, if you have a game project that you really need help with, I provide paid services, and these are the price tiers for game projects. Whether your main goal is to make a prototype, fully functional game, or multiple games at once, I accept PayPal, or if PayPal isn't available in your country, then you can pay with Payoneer or Wish. If you want more tutorials for game development along with game design, which was this kind of tutorial, feel free to subscribe and there will be more videos in the future. Stay tuned and happy learning!